In a world teeming with distractions, where the constant buzz of notifications and the rush of daily obligations pull us in countless directions, it is easy to feel like time is slipping through our fingers like sand in an hourglass. For many, this sense of fleeting time brings an uncomfortable awareness, a subtle ache that life is moving forward, yet our deepest aspirations remain unfulfilled. If you have ever found yourself at the end of the day, staring into the quiet hours of the night, haunted by thoughts of unachieved dreams and wasted moments, know that you are not alone. Though bustling with opportunity, the modern world is also brimming with temptations that derail our focus and sap our energy. Imagine an artisan, a potter named Marcus, who dreams of crafting timeless works that would one day be admired for their elegance and legacy. His workshop, filled with the faint scent of clay and the rhythmic hum of a spinning wheel, stands as both a place of potential and a symbol of stagnation. Day after day, Marcus would prepare, tidy, and sketch out intricate designs. But his hands, capable and ready, would often remain idle. He would say, "There will always be tomorrow." But tomorrow arrived, as it always does, without change, leaving him with only half-formed vessels and a heavy heart burdened by regret. One day, a friend shared with him the teachings of the Stoics, those ancient philosophers who did not merely muse on existence but lived and breathed their philosophy of disciplined action and purposeful living. Intrigued, Marcus decided to put their wisdom into practice. He started by embracing the cornerstone of all meaningful achievement, clear intention. Slowly, his workspace transformed from a haven of procrastination to a temple of productivity. The dust that once settled on his tools showed tireless effort and renewed passion. Each piece completed, each kiln-fired masterpiece, whispered a testament to the timeless power of Stoic teachings. The story of Marcus is a reminder that productivity is not an exercise in relentless busyness devoid of joy or spontaneity. It is about alignment, about making conscious choices that echo our most sincere intentions, ensuring that each moment, no matter how small, contributes to a life of substance and meaning. Today, we delve into the heart of Stoicism to uncover 10 timeless rules that will help you reclaim your focus, banish procrastination, and channel your efforts toward goals that resonate with the deepest parts of your soul. Prepare to harness the wisdom of the ancients and step into a life where every moment holds purpose. 1. Clearly define your goal. At the foundation of any meaningful pursuit lies a principle so deceptively simple that it is often overlooked: the act of clearly defining your goal. In a world filled with endless opportunities, ambitions can quickly scatter like leaves in the wind, carried away by the latest trends or the opinions of others. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, knew that an unfocused mind would drift aimlessly, squandering both potential and time. Without a clear direction, life becomes a series of half-hearted attempts that lack substance, leaving behind unfinished projects and forgotten dreams. Imagine embarking on a voyage without a destination. Would a sailor set sail without plotting a course? With its unpredictable waves and currents, the sea would soon turn a hopeful journey into a disoriented struggle. The same holds true for our endeavors. Seneca, the renowned Stoic philosopher, captured this truth with timeless wisdom. If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. Without a clear sense of purpose, even the strongest tailwinds become irrelevant, and we find ourselves swept into pursuits that bring little meaning or fulfillment. So, how does one begin defining a goal with clarity and intention? The first step is profound self-reflection, pausing to consider the deepest aspirations that stir within you. What do you truly value? What legacy do you wish to build? These are not fleeting desires born of comparison, but enduring ambitions that align with the core of who you are. Once identified, your goal should be as precise as a compass needle, unwavering in its direction. Avoid vague aspirations that are easy to overlook. Instead, paint a vivid picture of what success looks like. Replace broad statements like, "I want to be more successful," with targeted, actionable goals. "I will build a thriving business that aligns with my passion for sustainable living." Furthermore, a well-defined goal must be measurable. How will you recognize when you've achieved it? What indicators will guide you along the way? If you want to write a book, specify the milestones: completing the outline, writing a set number of words daily, finishing the first draft, and so forth. This approach fosters motivation and provides clear checkpoints that remind you of your progress and keep your spirit engaged. As Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. By defining your goal with unwavering precision and measurable markers, you are laying the groundwork for the habits that will carry you toward your aspirations. Let your goals act as a beacon in the dark, guiding your actions, shaping your days, and aligning your life with purpose. The clarity of vision transforms mere wishes into achievements, turning moments into steps and steps into the realization of a significant life. 2. Break your goals into small steps. Standing at the base of a towering mountain, the summit often seems impossibly distant. The sheer scale of your ambition can be daunting, casting a shadow of doubt and hesitation over your first steps. This sense of being overwhelmed is a common pitfall that traps even the most driven individuals. The Stoics, masters of inner fortitude and practical wisdom, understood that outstanding achievements are not the result of sudden bursts of action, but the outcome of consistent, incremental progress. They taught that the path to success is built one deliberate step at a time, each small victory laying the groundwork for the next. Consider a sculptor tasked with chiseling a masterpiece from a massive block of marble. To attempt carving it all at once would be reckless, and the final creation would need more detail and finesse. Instead, each precise strike of the chisel, guided by vision and patience, gradually reveals the statue within. The same principle applies when pursuing our personal and professional goals. In his reflections, Marcus Aurelius often spoke of the importance of attending to the present moment, reminding us that the process, not just the result, is where we cultivate strength and resilience. Breaking down a goal into smaller, manageable steps is more than just a strategy. It is a discipline that cultivates focus and prevents paralysis by analysis. When the whole journey looms large, fear and indecision can take root, freezing us in place. By breaking your goal into actionable tasks, each small step becomes a triumph, a signal to your mind that progress is being made. Take, for example, the ambition to write a book. The very thought of completing an entire manuscript is impossible. However, committing to writing a certain number of words daily, outlining chapters, or dedicating specific hours to research transforms an intimidating mountain into a series of manageable hills. This approach also fosters a sense of accomplishment, reinforcing motivation and diminishing procrastination. Each small step completed provides tangible evidence that you are moving forward. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher known for emphasizing practical ethics, advised, "Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well." Goal setting means focusing on the present task rather than becoming lost in thoughts of the distant summit or potential obstacles. By taking it one step at a time, you harness your energy and avoid the disheartening effects of feeling overwhelmed. How, then, do you break down your goal effectively? Start by identifying the key milestones that form the backbone of your path. For instance, if your goal is to launch a business, these milestones include conducting market research, developing a business plan, sourcing funding, and creating a marketing strategy. Each milestone can be further broken into smaller tasks, arranging meetings, drafting outlines, or reaching out to potential partners. This approach makes the journey manageable and empowers you to pivot and adapt as needed without feeling lost. As you move forward, remember to celebrate these more minor victories. Recognize each completed step as a testament to your discipline and commitment. The Stoics believed in finding contentment in the process itself, seeing each day's labor as a fulfillment of one's nature. By focusing on small, manageable actions, you cultivate the mental discipline that builds resilience, propelling you ever closer to your grand vision with purpose and patience. The path to any significant achievement is not forged in a single leap, but in the quiet perseverance of one tiny step after another. 3. Set up an action plan. Once your goal is clearly defined and broken down into manageable steps, the following essential component is crafting an action plan. This plan is not a list of tasks, but a strategic blueprint that bridges the chasm between vision and reality. The Stoics valued deliberate action as a cornerstone of virtue and understood that intentions without a structured path are like seeds scattered on barren ground. To flourish, your aspirations must be nurtured with thoughtful preparation and guided execution. Think of an action plan as the architecture of achievement. Imagine an architect who dreams of creating a grand cathedral, not just a simple sketch on paper, but a detailed layout that anticipates challenges, allocates resources, and considers each construction phase. Such a blueprint is necessary for even the most inspired designs to avoid collapsing into disarray. Similarly, when pursuing our goals, a comprehensive action plan ensures that our efforts are channeled productively and purposefully. As Marcus Aurelius advised in Meditations, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This applies to character and action. Don't just aspire, plan and act. How do you create an effective action plan? Begin with the end in mind. Revisit your clearly defined goal and envision success in concrete terms. Then, outline each milestone or sub-goal as a stepping stone. Assign timelines and deadlines that challenge you yet remain realistic enough to maintain momentum without burnout. Each step should have its own set of tasks, delineated with as much specificity as possible. For instance, if your objective is to write and publish a book, your action plan might include research, drafting an outline, writing each chapter, revising, editing, and preparing for publication. Each stage should have its time frame and criteria for completion. An action plan is also a tool for accountability. By defining what needs to be done, and when you create a structure that holds you accountable to your ambitions, the Stoics believed in holding themselves to rigorous standards, understanding that discipline is a reflection of inner strength. Epictetus once taught, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This implies that setting a course of action is not just an external exercise, but a declaration of intent, a promise to oneself. Flexibility is an essential aspect of any plan. While it is crucial to have a structured path, the Stoics also taught the value of adaptability. Life is full of unexpected variables, and a rigid plan that doesn't accommodate change can create frustration and discouragement. Approach your action plan as a living document that can be reviewed, refined, and adjusted as circumstances evolve. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Obstacles and detours are not threats to your plan, but opportunities to test and strengthen it. Lastly, an effective action plan considers the resources needed, whether they are time, knowledge, finances, or the support of others. Be honest in assessing what you have and what you may need to seek out or develop. The Stoic virtue of prudence urges us to act with foresight, making the most of what we have while preparing for what we lack. Embrace the process of creating your plan as an act of wisdom, understanding that careful preparation is not a delay of action, but its most profound beginning. Setting up a detailed, realistic, and adaptable action plan lays the groundwork for sustained effort and meaningful progress. It becomes your roadmap, guiding your every step and turning aspiration into action, day by day. This blueprint is not merely a guide, but a testament to your commitment, a declaration that you are ready to dream and do. As the Stoic philosophers knew well, true wisdom lies in knowing what to do and doing it with unwavering resolve and a thoughtful plan. 4. Keep your motivation up. Motivation, that vital spark igniting our drive to pursue goals, often burns brightly at the start of any endeavor but tends to wane as time passes. The Stoics, masters of disciplined resilience, understood that motivation was not an endless wellspring but a force that needed nurturing to withstand the tests of time and trial. In the journey toward meaningful achievement, keeping motivation alive is akin to tending a fire. It must be stoked regularly, or it risks dwindling to embers. Maintaining this inner flame is paramount for those who seek lasting fulfillment rather than fleeting excitement. Think of motivation as the wind that propels a ship across the ocean. At the journey's outset, the sails may be complete and the progress swift. Yet, as the days go on and the horizon remains distant, doubt or fatigue can replace the initial enthusiasm. The Stoics recognized that the key to sustaining motivation lies not in hoping for perpetual gusts of inspiration, but in anchoring oneself to deeper sources of resolve. As Marcus Aurelius observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This reminder underscores that true motivation springs not from external conditions, but from internal clarity and steadfastness. To keep your motivation strong, begin with the most enduring anchor, your purpose. Reflect on why you set your goal in the first place. What values and beliefs lie at its core? The Stoics believed understanding one's why transforms mundane efforts into meaningful pursuits. When you tether your daily actions to a purpose greater than momentary gain, motivation becomes resilient, rooted in something more profound than passing whims. Seneca advised, "He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow," illustrating that when your motivation aligns with a profound sense of purpose, you can endure setbacks and persist with resolve. Another powerful practice is to break down larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks, a principle already discussed but vital for maintaining motivation. Each completed step provides a small victory, a burst of accomplishment that renews your energy. Celebrating these incremental wins may seem trivial, but it is an effective way to reinforce progress and remind yourself that each small step propels you toward a greater whole. Surround yourself with sources of inspiration that align with your path. This could mean engaging with the works of great thinkers, seeking counsel from mentors, or participating in discussions that reignite your passion. The Stoics often turned to their peers' wisdom or reflected on their predecessors' teachings to gain perspective and renewed energy. Similarly, you should curate an environment that feeds your focus and reinforces your determination. Yet, there will be moments when motivation wanes despite your best efforts. During these times, practice self-compassion. The Stoics needed an understanding of human frailty. Marcus Aurelius, known for his profound reflections, wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. In moments of doubt, rather than criticizing yourself for a lapse in motivation, acknowledge it. Address any underlying fatigue or frustration, and remind yourself that perseverance is not the absence of hardship but the choice to continue despite it. Lastly, remember that motivation is bolstered by consistency. The Stoics taught that habits shape character, and character fuels persistence. As you build a routine of disciplined action, motivation becomes less reliant on emotion and more a matter of commitment. However small, the daily practice of progress reinforces the idea that showing up is a form of victory. This perspective transforms motivation from a fleeting feeling into a cultivated trait. You can keep your motivation burning steadily by connecting to your purpose, breaking down tasks, seeking inspiration, practicing self-compassion, and nurturing consistent habits. The Stoics, who lived their philosophies through action and reflection, offer this timeless reminder. Actual progress is the art of continually rekindling your inner fire, ensuring that it is not extinguished by the winds of change, but fueled by a profound commitment to your higher self and purpose. 5. Manage your time effectively. The Stoics revered time as the one resource that can neither be reclaimed nor extended. They understood that life's brevity is not a tragedy, but a call to live purposefully and deliberately. To squander time is to squander life itself. Yet, in today's world, where distractions infiltrate even our quietest moments and demands compete for our attention, mastering the art of time management is more vital than ever. The Stoics offer insight and a blueprint for those who seek to harness their hours and live according to their deepest values. Imagine time as a river, flowing steadily and relentlessly. You cannot halt its current, but you can choose how to navigate it. In his writings, Seneca lamented how people treat time with casual disregard. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. The essence of Stoic time management lies in prioritizing what truly matters, aligning your actions with your intentions, and refusing to allow the trivial to overshadow the meaningful. To manage your time effectively, begin by prioritizing with ruthless honesty. Identify the tasks that align most closely with your goals and values and place them at the forefront. Not all activities deserve equal attention. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This reminder serves as a guide to help us assess what truly merits our focus. Understanding that your time is finite makes you more likely to guard against encroachments from unnecessary tasks and distractions. Eliminating distractions is another pillar of effective time management. In a world filled with constant pings, notifications, and the endless scroll of information, staying present and focused has become an exceptional skill. The Stoics would encourage setting boundaries and cultivating environments that support deep work. Turn off notifications, set aside dedicated time for reflection or focused work, and create a physical space that minimizes disruptions. This practice echoes the Stoic emphasis on mindfulness, fully engaging in the moment without allowing external noise to pull you astray. Scheduling your time with intention is also crucial. While modern to-do lists and calendars may seem mundane, they echo the Stoic practice of forethought, premeditation. Plan your day with an eye toward balance and productivity. Allocate work, rest, and renewal time, activities that fuel long-term endurance and clarity. However, be wary of becoming rigidly attached to your schedule. The Stoics believed in adaptability, recognizing that even the most well-laid plans can be upended by unforeseen events. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This way, scheduling becomes a flexible guide rather than a strict master. Taking breaks, though counterintuitive to those driven by ambition, is vital for maintaining productivity and mental clarity. The Stoics valued moderation and balance, understanding that overextending oneself leads to diminished returns. Seneca spoke about the importance of rest, reminding us, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Allowing time for recovery sharpens the mind and readies it for renewed effort. Step away from your tasks periodically, engage in a reflective activity, or simply pause to appreciate the present moment. These moments of reprieve can be powerful resets that reignite your focus. In sum, managing time effectively in the Stoic sense means not just filling the hours, but filling them with purpose. Prioritize what matters, eliminate distractions, embrace mindful scheduling, and honor the balance between action and rest. This approach transforms time from a fleeting force to be feared into a steadfast ally that, when respected, guides you toward a life well lived. As Seneca said, "The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but we use what we have wastefully." Let each moment be a conscious investment in the legacy you wish to build. 6. Be flexible and adjust your plan. Pursuing meaningful goals makes it easy to attach to our carefully constructed plans. There is comfort in a sense of certainty, believing that success will inevitably follow if we follow a set path. Yet, with their profound understanding of life's unpredictability, the Stoics taught that rigid adherence to plans can become a source of frustration when faced with the unexpected. Flexibility is not a sign of weakness but a testament to wisdom, the wisdom to adapt, recalibrate, and continue with resilience. Life's journey is not a straight, paved road but a winding path with sudden turns, obstacles, and detours. Picture a sailor navigating the open sea. At the same time, the sailor may chart a course and the sea changes. Winds shift, storms arise, and the currents refuse to obey the map. To reach their destination, the sailor must adjust their sails and adapt their route. In the same way, we must be prepared to revise our plans as life unfolds. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This profound statement teaches that obstacles are not barriers but part of the path itself, shaping us and guiding our journey in ways we may not initially foresee. To cultivate this flexibility, we must first understand that change is inevitable. No matter how meticulously crafted, plans are only as strong as our ability to adapt them. When circumstances shift, rather than clinging stubbornly to what once worked, take a step back and reassess. Ask yourself, what does this new situation require? How can I navigate this change while staying true to my ultimate goal? This approach turns unexpected challenges into opportunities for growth and creativity. Adaptability also requires humility. The Stoics believed wisdom includes recognizing what is within our control and what is not. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective invites us to remain calm in the face of disruption and to respond with thoughtful adjustments instead of frustration. Flexibility allows us to pivot, maintaining momentum even when our original path becomes obstructed. It transforms moments of potential defeat into stepping stones toward refinement and resilience. Being flexible means staying within discipline and staying in sight of our goals. Instead, it signifies an intelligent persistence, adapting strategies while keeping the vision steady. Suppose you are working on a significant project and unexpected changes disrupt your timeline. Rather than forcing the original plan to fit, consider how to rearrange tasks, delegate where necessary, or extend the deadline. This approach preserves both the quality of your work and your well-being, embodying the Stoic principle of moderation. Regularly reviewing your plan is another vital practice. Set aside time to reflect on your progress and assess whether your strategies align with your current circumstances and insights. The Stoics were keen advocates of self-reflection, knowing that introspection leads to growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In the context of flexibility, this means acknowledging when a plan needs to change and having the clarity to implement those changes without regret. In practice, being flexible and adjusting your plan balances steadfast commitment and willingness to navigate life's unpredictability. It is the art of holding your goals firmly while allowing the path to shift beneath your feet. This adaptability fuels progress and inner peace, freeing you from the frustration of clinging to rigid expectations. By embracing change and adjusting your course, you are not merely surviving life's challenges but mastering them. The Stoic mindset teaches us that the journey is not about following a perfect path, but moving forward with grace, no matter how the path unfolds. 7. Seek support. There is a pervasive myth in the realm of self-improvement and Stoic philosophy that seeking support is a sign of weakness, and that true strength lies in facing every challenge alone. However, the Stoics themselves would dispel such misconceptions. They recognize the value of community and the profound impact that support from others can have on resilience and growth. Stoicism teaches self-reliance and inner fortitude, but it also acknowledges that humans are inherently social beings created to share, connect, and uplift one another. Imagine a traveler embarking on a perilous journey through a dense forest. They might possess the skill and determination to navigate independently, but joining a group of fellow travelers offers protection, shared knowledge, and encouragement. The journey becomes not only more bearable but richer in experience. The philosopher Seneca wrote, "We are born for cooperation, as are the feet, the hands, the eyelids, and the rows of the upper and lower teeth. To act against one another is contrary to nature." This reflection emphasizes that seeking and offering support is beneficial and essential to fulfilling our nature. Seeking support begins with identifying those who can offer wisdom, encouragement, and accountability. These individuals may be mentors who have walked the path before you, peers who share your goals, or even friends and family who understand your aspirations and stand ready to bolster your spirit. Sharing your progress and challenges invites constructive feedback and strengthens your resolve. When surrounded by those who believe in your potential, moments of doubt become moments of reflection rather than defeat. Moreover, support is not a one-way street. The Stoics believed in mutual aid. Offering support to others enriches our lives and fosters collective strength. Marcus Aurelius captured this sentiment by saying, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Being good involves lifting others as you strive toward your goals. You deepen your understanding and reinforce your principles by contributing your insights, offering a listening ear, or simply being present for someone else's journey. Support also acts as a buffer against the inevitable moments of fatigue or disillusionment that accompany any significant undertaking. When setbacks strike, isolation can amplify discouragement, leading to inertia or giving up entirely. In contrast, reaching out for support can reignite your motivation and offer perspectives you might not have considered. Epictetus advised, "A man can't learn what he thinks he already knows." The wisdom and encouragement of others can reveal blind spots, open new avenues of thought, and guide you through uncertainty. However, seeking support should be distinct from dependency. The Stoics champion self-sufficiency, but acknowledge that independence does not exclude interdependence. Relying on others for their strength or experience does not diminish your own. Instead, it shows the discernment to recognize when collaboration will advance your journey. Think of an artisan who learns from a master. Each piece created is their own, but the influence of guidance shapes their path toward mastery. To embrace this aspect of Stoicism, consider joining groups or communities aligned with your pursuits, reaching out to mentors for guidance, or simply sharing your goals with a friend who holds you accountable. Let support become part of your practice, an invisible hand steadying you when the path grows rough and a reminder that growth, while deeply personal, flourishes in connection. The Stoics teach that a life well lived is not lived alone, but in the harmonious interplay of individual effort and collective strength. Seeking support, offering it in return, and recognizing the shared human journey elevate your progress and those around you. 8. Keep a positive attitude. Maintaining a positive attitude may seem like a lofty ideal rather than a practical pursuit in a world of challenges and uncertainties. Yet, the Stoics knew that attitude is not merely a reaction to external events but a conscious choice, a powerful tool that can transform how we experience triumphs and trials. To keep a positive attitude is not to live in denial of life's difficulties, but to face them with a mindset that allows for growth, resilience, and a sense of calm amidst the storm. Imagine sailing through turbulent seas. The waves crash against your vessel, and the skies darken with foreboding clouds. At that moment, it is not just the sturdiness of the ship that determines whether you stay afloat, but the captain's resolve. A level-headed and optimistic captain is better equipped to navigate the storm than one who succumbs to fear or anger. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This insight reminds us that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we perceive and respond to those events. In the Stoic sense, a positive attitude does not mean ignoring pain or hardship, but focusing on what can be gained. The Stoics viewed challenges as opportunities to cultivate patience, courage, and wisdom. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective shifts the narrative from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. When setbacks arise, embracing them with a positive outlook allows you to ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow?" rather than succumbing to despair. Cultivating a positive attitude begins with awareness of your thoughts. Our internal dialogue shapes our perception of reality. Negative thoughts can create a cycle of defeat, whereas positive, constructive thoughts foster hope and determination. Practicing gratitude is a powerful way to redirect the mind toward positivity. Seneca advised that we can strengthen our ability to face life's challenges by appreciating what we have, no matter how small. He is a great man who uses earthenware as if it were silver, but even greater is he who uses silver as if it were earthenware. In other words, value the simple things, and you will carry a wealth of resilience. Adopting a positive attitude also means practicing acceptance. The Stoics believed in accepting reality, not as we wish it to be. This doesn't mean complacency, but understanding that resistance to what is beyond our control only breeds frustration. Acceptance allows for a more precise, more focused response to adversity. It is the first step toward finding solutions rather than dwelling on problems. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Receive without pride, let go without attachment." This approach encourages us to face each moment without dread or excessive attachment to outcomes. Maintaining a positive attitude requires consistency. It is built daily, choice by choice, especially when maintaining such a mindset feels most difficult. Surround yourself with influences that uplift rather than drain your energy. Engage in practices that center you: meditation, reflective journaling, or conversations with those who share your values. The Stoics often turn to each other's wisdom to reinforce their commitment to virtue and balanced thinking. Similarly, seek out sources of inspiration that reignite your resolve. In conclusion, a positive attitude is not a shield that deflects life's hardships, but a compass that helps you navigate them with clarity and courage. By responding with optimism and seeking the lessons within challenges, you align with the Stoic principle that adversity is a teacher, not an adversary. The storms will come, as they always do, but the mindset you cultivate will determine whether you are swept away or propelled forward. Embrace this practice as an ongoing journey, knowing that with each conscious choice, you are fortifying your spirit and nurturing a life of greater resilience and purpose. 9. Evaluate and review your progress regularly. Progress is not just a matter of moving forward, but of moving forward with awareness. The Stoics, who valued introspection and continuous improvement, understood that one of the most effective ways to ensure progress is to pause, evaluate, and adjust. In a world driven by urgency and the pressure to produce constantly, it's easy to become consumed by momentum and overlook the importance of reflection. However, regularly evaluating and reviewing your progress is essential for aligning your actions with your goals and ensuring your path remains true. Imagine an artisan working meticulously on a grand sculpture. He does not simply chisel away without pause, hoping for the best. Instead, he steps back periodically, studying his work from different angles to ensure that each stroke contributes to the vision he holds. Similarly, our pursuit of goals requires moments of deliberate pause to assess where we stand and where we need to adjust. Seneca, with his keen insight, wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." This reminds us that progress is a series of iterative steps, each building upon the reflection of the last. To review your progress effectively, set clear benchmarks from the outset. These benchmarks serve as guideposts, helping you recognize when you are on track and when adjustments are needed. When you reach a milestone, take the time to evaluate it, not just in terms of completion but quality, alignment with your broader purpose, and the lessons learned along the way. In his meditative writings, Marcus Aurelius stressed the value of honest self-reflection. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This means regularly examining your actions and thoughts shapes your character and path more deliberately. Reflection should be honest and free from undue harshness. The Stoics taught that actual progress comes not from self-recrimination but from constructive analysis. When reviewing your progress, ask yourself, what have I done well? What obstacles did I encounter, and how did I respond to them? What can I learn from these experiences to refine my approach? This introspection helps transform setbacks into valuable lessons and keeps complacency at bay. Evaluation is also an opportunity to celebrate achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Recognizing progress fuels motivation and reinforces your commitment. The Stoics believed in acknowledging even minor successes as part of a more extensive journey. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a figure. If you desire a fig, there must be time." This philosophy encourages us to appreciate the incremental growth over time, recognizing that lasting success is built upon accumulated effort. Regularly reviewing your progress helps maintain alignment with your ultimate goals and values. Life's unpredictability can lead to subtle shifts in priorities, which, if left unchecked, may steer you off course. Periodic reflection acts as a compass recalibrating your actions and ensuring you remain aligned with your deeper intentions. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This guidance suggests that evaluation is about assessing outcomes and ensuring that your actions reflect your values and aspirations. Finally, understand that reviewing progress is not an exercise in rigidity but in growth. Plans may evolve as new insights arise. The Stoics valued adaptability, recognizing that wisdom lies in adjusting one's approach while staying true to core principles. If a strategy does not yield results, be willing to pivot and experiment with new methods. Reflection equips you with the clarity to make these changes with confidence. Regular evaluation involves aligning your path, celebrating growth, and adapting with insight. It is a tool that measures how far you have come and sharpens your focus on where you are headed. By weaving this practice into your routine, you embody the Stoic commitment to thoughtful action and conscious living, turning progress into a journey of achievement and continual, purposeful transformation. 10. Don't give up. At the heart of every meaningful pursuit lies a fundamental truth. The path to success is rarely linear. It is sprinkled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt that test the very fabric of your determination. The Stoics, those ancient guardians of inner resilience, believe that perseverance is not just a trait, but a practice cultivated daily. To persist, even when faced with adversity, is to align yourself with the essence of Stoic philosophy. The pursuit of virtue through steadfast action and unwavering resolve. Imagine an artisan dedicated to perfecting his art. There are days when the clay refuses to yield, cracks appear despite careful work, and inspiration wanes under the weight of frustration. Yet, what separates the true master from the novice is the decision to continue, to push past the urge to abandon the task and learn from each imperfection. The Stoics understood that it is in these moments, when quitting seems most tempting, that character is forged. Marcus Aurelius captured this sentiment when he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This insight reminds us that obstacles are not just tests, but the means through which progress is achieved. To cultivate an unwavering spirit, begin by connecting to your purpose. Remind yourself why you embarked on this journey in the first place. What more profound value or vision fuels your efforts? The Stoics believed in the will to persist when actions are anchored in a clear and meaningful purpose. Seneca observed, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." In pursuing goals, knowing your why acts as a beacon during moments of struggle, guiding you back to your path when the way forward seems obscured. Another essential element is adopting a growth mindset. The Stoics viewed failure not as a dead end but a necessary part of the learning process. Each setback is an invitation to reflect, adapt, and grow. Epictetus advised, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." Embracing this perspective allows you to see challenges as opportunities to develop resilience and hone your approach rather than as insurmountable barriers. Surround yourself with reminders of your progress. It's easy to lose sight of how far you've come when focused solely on what lies ahead. Periodically reflecting on past achievements, however small, can reignite motivation and provide tangible proof of your ability to overcome difficulties. Marcus Aurelius urged us to dwell on the beauty of life, which includes recognizing the progress made despite struggles. Celebrate your victories, no matter how incremental they may be, for they are the stepping stones that lead you forward. Maintaining perseverance also requires pacing yourself. The Stoics advocated for moderation, understanding that unyielding force can lead to burnout. Take time to rest and rejuvenate, as rest is not a departure from progress but an essential part. Seneca wisely noted, "Every new beginning comes from another beginning's end." By allowing moments of pause, you equip yourself with the strength to push forward when it is most needed. Finally, cultivate the practice of intelligent persistence. This means knowing when to adapt your methods and strategies while keeping your ultimate goal in sight. Perseverance is not blind stubbornness, but the flexible application of effort. If a path proves ineffective, the Stoics advise re-evaluating your approach. Adaptability is a testament to your commitment, demonstrating that you are willing to learn and evolve without losing sight of your purpose. Ultimately, to not give up is to embody the core of Stoic resilience. It is to understand that the journey toward any worthy goal will test your limits, but it is within these trials that your true strength is revealed. Persevere with purpose, reflect honestly, and move forward with unwavering determination. As Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Dare to continue, and let each step reaffirm your commitment to living a life defined by moments of triumph and the enduring resolve to pursue them." Conclusion. As we draw close, it becomes clear that the journey toward mastering your goals is more than a pursuit of external achievement. It is a path of inner transformation. The Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, remind us that a life well lived is not defined by the absence of struggle, but by the resilience, clarity, and purpose with which we face it. To focus on your goals without wasting precious time is to engage fully with life, to transform each challenge into an opportunity for growth, and to ensure that your actions align with your highest values. Applying these Stoic principles teaches you the discipline and wisdom to act meaningfully. You learn to define your goals precisely, break them down into manageable steps, and create plans that propel you forward while remaining adaptable in the face of change. You find strength in moments of doubt by drawing on your motivation and seeking support from those who inspire you. Most importantly, you commit to reflection, nurturing a positive attitude, practicing perseverance, and turning every obstacle into a stepping stone. Ultimately, the valid reward is the fulfillment of your ambitions and the character and fortitude you build along the way. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Let these thoughts guide your actions with intention and clarity, for it is through mindful pursuit that life's fleeting moments become deeply meaningful. If these teachings resonate with you and inspire you to apply Stoic wisdom to your journey, I invite you to join this community of seekers and learners. Subscribe to this channel for insights on Stoicism, self-improvement, and the art of living purposefully. Let us explore, learn, and grow one principle at a time. Thank you for being part of this journey. May your path be one of clarity, strength, and unwavering resolve.